Hello everybody and welcome to 3.6. The update just dropped, and usually this is the part where I make a video on the latest character to come to 3.6, but the first half of the banners are both reruns for Nahida and Nilou. So with the banners being what they are, I thought I'd rather just go over these characters in a much shorter video and just quickly go over how they work and if they're worth your gems or not. So let's start with Nahida. I kind of made a whole video on her. If you want to watch that, it's pretty long. It's like 20 minutes. But if you want the short version of Nahida, if you plan on making any sort of Dendro team, Hyper Bloom, Aggravate, Bersian comps, Bloom teams, anything like that, Nahida is going to be a key piece of whatever team you decide to make. She is very versatile. She's not picky who she's on the team with, and she will work just fine and provide you tons of Dendro application and tons of damage. The second thing you should know about Nahida is that elemental skill, it turns into sort of the viewfinder, and you can use this to gather plants from a certain distance. You can't do it from like super far away, but it's very convenient enough to save you a lot of time and make just farming materials that much faster. Unfortunately, it does not work on stuff you have to mine, or like things like the butterfly crystal cores. On the other half of the banners for the first phase, we also have Nilou right beside her. Nilou is a very niche character. She only has one team comp that she is designed to be used for, and that's Bloom. She has a special passive talent where she creates special Dendro cores only if there are Dendro and Hydro units on the team. You cannot mix her with other elements to get these special Dendro cores. So she really only has one team. It's a Bloom team. It's a really strong team, though. I should point that out. Very, very strong. Was very, very popular in the Spiral Abyss, and I expect those numbers to jump back up now that Nilou's having her rerun banner. Nonetheless, strong character, and she's really strong with Nahida. However, if you're a new player and you're limited on gems and you don't know who to go for, my recommendation is Nahida 100% over Nilou, because once again, Nahida is versatile. She does work well with Nilou, but if you don't get her, that's okay. Whereas Nilou prefers to have really strong Dendro teammates, and if you don't have those, then, well, you're gonna have some trouble. Quickly, I just want to go over the 4 stars. These are the same for both banners. We have Dori, Cookie Shinobu, and Layla. Let's start with the top. So Dori is a healer, electro healer, that also provides a bit of energy to the active character on your team. Now, a lot of people don't like her for either personality reasons, design-wise, or just overall her kit, and that isn't really her fault, because it's more of Dori's a character that just came out so late when we've had so many other healers in the game that already provide, you know, so much more value to their team. We have Bennett, who also does just as much healing, if not more, but provides a huge attack bonus. You know, we have other healers, Jean, Sayu, we have Diona, like there's just Chi-Chi even. There's so many healers in the game, it's hard to justify using a brand new one, and you don't have a lot of healers built up. Dori is pretty useful. I do have a video where I used her in the Spiral Abyss in a team with Ryan Shogun, and she was just able to keep my team topped off, as well as keeping everyone's burst pretty high. I should say their energy really high, sorry. Good at what she does, and that's just to heal and provide some energy to her team. Unfortunately, her constellations aren't that great, in my opinion, past like C2 or C4, something like that. Alright, next up on the banner is Layla. Layla is basically another shielder in the game. She is a cryo sword user. Even though shields are really good in Genshin Impact for a variety of reasons, one of the reasons Layla just isn't as popular is simply just because if you've been playing this game for a long time, then we all know who the best shielder in the game is. It's Zhongli, and by the time Layla was released, Zhongli already had like 3 or 4 rerun banners at this point. So a lot of the player base already has him, and if they don't, we've already had other shielders such as Diona, Toma, and even Noelle, even though her shield cooldown is another story. But that being said, Layla's shield is really strong. It's probably the second strongest shield in the game if built properly, and in fact you build her similarly to how you build Zhongli. She just wants lots of HP to scale with the shield. So she is probably going to be really good for new players, or if you just got really unlucky and don't have a shielder built with like Zhongli or something like that. But new players, Layla's going to actually be really good for you, since we don't know when the Geo Archon is going to make his return back to the banners. So if you are lacking a shield character, Layla is your go-to there. And the last 4-star character is arguably, well, it's definitely going to be the best 4-star character in the banner, and that's going to be Kuki Shinobu, who is also an electro healer. However, she is definitely way more preferred over Dori for a multitude of reasons. One, she's able to apply electro off-field much more easily than Dori does. And because of this, Kuki Shinobu is actually used more as a damage dealer rather than just a healer. Specifically in Hyper Bloom comps, since she puts a ring around herself and she's able to detonate basically those Dendro cores to go hit her enemies, and you build her for lots and lots of elemental mastery, and she does really, really well. Very popular team comp in the Spiral Abyss. I just wanted to make a quick little guide on all the characters that are on the banner right now. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you like the content. I'm going to be putting out much more videos throughout 3.6, including a weapon banner review that I usually do, where we go in depth about all the different weapons that you can pull for and who they're good for. But with that being said, I'm going to go play 3.6. Hope you guys enjoy the update. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.